Hello and welcome back to All the Gear, Some Idea, and we are back on the K100. So obviously quite a lot's been done already, but we are now getting somewhere with it, if you like. So in this video, there's going to be some clips of me fitting the clutch, the gearbox, and the shaft drive thing. It may be other stuff in there as well of me fitting alternator, start motor and all that. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. So that's what's going to come up now. Okay, so we've got optimal paste. And from what I've read, you need to put a thin bead of it around this part here. Not too much that it's going to be splittering or like going onto the clutch and stuff. So we'll give it a little wipe down after. Right then, it's in there like that. But you need to put this clutch plate together. Okay, so that's now back as it should be. Obviously, we've got the clutch moves inside because it's not aligned. But what I did do was I cleaned up the area at the bottom. Reason for that is, from my understanding, it matters where that would go, because it could be weighted. Okay, so that's roughly in. Now, clutch tool has to go through there, and that is now into the engine. So that clutch is now aligned, but we need to push this in. So let's grab a tiny hammer and just tap it in. A little bit of Loctite on there. Okay, so what I've done is I've managed to wedge my hammer in there to be able to tighten the bolts up to 19 Newton meters. So I'm hoping, if I'm gentle, 1, 2, and she's moved. 19, 19, 19, 19. Sweet, so that's that all centered. Sweet. Right, time to get this gearbox back in. Right, that's the clutch in, so hopefully now we can get the gearbox in and lined up. Perfect. Right. So that's technically bolted in now. So what we're going to do is clean these up so they're all nice. Okay, they're better. So, oh my god. Bring it back. How's that? Yeah, it's alright. Right, let's get these screws in. Put the nicer ones at the top, obviously. If they're visible, we want them to be nice. Okay, so this is now back in. So we just need to slip it on in. Like so. Then line everything up. Okay, so gearbox is now mounted, as well as the rear final drive, and the disc is now back on. I am going to be changing the disc, so don't worry about the colour of it. Alternator and starter motor back on. That was just a little bit fiddly, but nothing too major. And also, the cover is now on. Messed up a little bit. I'm missing 4 caps, the rubber bits, so will not be started today. So, yeah, it's okay. I'll order the bits. The injectors are now in, so annoyingly I won't be able to start it today because I've actually cut all the rubber bits off. I forgot to count them first, as in with the new ones, otherwise I wouldn't have gone so far. So what I'm going to do now, I believe, is put the frame back on the bike so I can see if I can get this headstock apart and hopefully see if we can get the other one fitted. And also because of that, I need to get the rear shock back in and get the new rear wheel on and see if I need to buy some spacers. So it's kind of just going to be, do I need to order anything? Yes or no. Does it all work? Yes or no. If it works, brilliant. I'll order some more bits and we'll continue the video when the bits turn up. So let me go get the frame and hopefully we'll get it on. Okay, so as you've just seen, I've just replaced the clutch, or put a new clutch in there, refitted the gearbox, and also the shaft part of it. We're also going to refit the frame and a new rear wheel. So if there's footage of me refitting the frame, then that will come in, as well as the rear wheel being changed. So let's have a little look at that bit now. Okay, so as you can see, the frame is now on. A little bit of a nightmare, but it's on. So what we're going to do now is see if this rear wheel fits. So I'm going to tidy up. You've not missed a lot. There will be a video of me putting the frame on at some point. This is just a test fit because I'm not sure when I'm going to get the frame modified. It might be soon, it might not be, but I wanted to get the frame back in just so we're testing the bits I've bought, making sure the front suspension is actually going to fit. I don't really want to take it all apart because I don't know how to do it yet, but I think the best thing to do is get the rear wheel on, see if this rear wheel fits. If the rear wheel fits without a spacer, I might still order a spacer, but I'm sort of making a parts list so we can continue the video. I'm not sure how the video is going to be so far. I might just speed stuff up. Let's see how we go. But yeah, we'll get hopefully the front forks in. Then I can order the clip-ons. Once we've got the clip-ons, it can be moved. Then it's the brakes. Yeah, we'll just play it by ear. But let me tidy up. Right, that is what it looks like. The old wheel on. Boom, there we have it. Rear wheel is on. So, there is no rubbing. And annoyingly, the I forget they're called. Basically on the wheel nuts, washers are stuck in the old wheel, so I need to figure out how to get them out or buying some new ones. In fact, I've got a plan to get that out and use a bolt. Yeah, ideally it'd be good with having another spacer, but it doesn't need it. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Can't wait to get the frame cut. So let me see if I can move some stuff around and see if we can get this front suspension off. Okay, so as you'd have seen, the rear wheel is slightly different, a lot bigger, a lot wider than what we already had fitted, which is the original K100. I have to apologise, it's just started raining. If you can hear the rain, I apologise. If you can't, then that's excellent. But with the rear wheel, carrying on, not going off on a tangent again, with the rear wheel, there's a spacer that's fitted for the standard K100 wheels, which mine are going to be for sale. So if anyone's after any K100 parts that I am removing, then send us a message if they're still available. So what you need, ideally, to fit the rear wheel, the K1 rear wheel, is another spacer. This is a 2mm spacer, supposedly. It's a 2mm spacer. Obviously, I'll check that when I pull that one out. And that's to give it a bit more of a gap between the, what is a swing arm, or the shaft drive, and the tyre. It's not overly close at the moment, but my concern is I'm changing the tyres in the future, and if the tyre I buy is wrong, not wrong, but slightly wider, different profile and everything, it'd be the same, but yeah, it might hit. So we're going to fit that. So it's all standard, all genuine parts. Okay, so that's me rebuilding Gearbox and all that sort of stuff. Now, the video was meant to be longer, but I've just had a little look, and I think we're about 30 minutes already without me cutting stuff down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here, and the next video will be me changing the forks. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and watch me in the next video change the front forks for some upside down forks. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.